Let's play Robby Roto, a 1981 Bally Midway game that was actually designed by Dave Nutting Associates, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. Here's the cabinet. It's got a nice sleek side, nice curvature. Look at the overhang above the marquee, which casts a nice little shadow, making you feel a little more enveloped into the game, slightly immersive. Good looking cabinet. This game is a little digger game. You can see the side art. Our guy's got a hard hat on. He's red, and he's got all these little fists that he pounds into the dirt. And it's kind of cool to look at there, at least in that side art. But note the evil dragon that is painted there on the side. Those illustrations are really attractive. I like them. Color of the cabinet, not so much. I think it's a burnt orangey look that looks 1970s. This picture comes from the Galloping Ghost Arcade, Chicagoland area. You must stop there if you're anywhere near. An awesome place, sort of like a museum that's interactive. It's an arcade, right? One of the biggest in the world, but just fun, man. Retro stuff. It's great. Anyway, here's the cabinet face on. Looks like a dirty control panel. Note that you have a magic button to the left of the joystick and a magic button to the right. They're the same button, and it's a pretty simple game. Player 1 start, player 2 start, joystick, magic button. That's really all there is to it. It's got the trademark Bally Midway coin door that we're all used to seeing if you've played around with that. The whole arcade collecting and restoring bit. Here's the flyer, which is really attractive. This game didn't do well, by the way, only about 2,000 units. So that's tiny in comparison to the arcade boom in the late 70s all the way up to about 82. So not very great. But the flyer looks good. Flyer looks really good. You've got your character, Robby Roto, with feet that look like fists. It's funny. Two little fellas smiling behind him. He can turn invisible. That's what happens when you hit your magic button. And then there's treasure to get. I'm going clockwise around this thing. The Sinister Spider, those guys are out there ready to go and get you. You'll see how they act, kind of like Dig Dug, except they're like immediately in ghost mode, which makes it hard. We got Evil Voltar. Voltar is just hanging out. I haven't played the game to where he comes and gets you, unless you die. And when you die, he swoops down and pulls your body out. We have Jawbones, which is like these little clickety-clack wind-up toys that you used to get whenever you were a kid. I'm going to show you what those look like. I'm putting wind-up jaws here. Here's a picture. Let me send it on over. Here. There you go. Wind up jaws. When I see these things, I think of these little toys that we had as kids that you wind it up and they just go chap, 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 chap and bounce around. Kind of funny. So that's Jawbones. And then we've got the Wicked Troll, which really looks like a little skeleton guy to me. That'll pop out. And you'll see why we need the key later. Here's a picture of the back of the flyer, which shows cabinet dimensions, a screenshot, and so on. The screenshot is not accurate to the game that we're going to play. So that makes me think that this screenshot actually came from a demo. So here's Roto. We're in the attract mode. And you're going to pick up on this if you know these classic arcade games. You're going to think Gorf and Wizard of War. And the reason for that is it's the same designer, and it came from Dave Nutting Associates, sold to Bally Midway, and the sound is really fabulous. The sound is stereo. There's no speech in this game like there is in Gorf and Wizard of War. But and that's not why people didn't gravitate to it, I'm sure. I will say this, though. Very bright colors hurt the eyeballs in all three of those games. Gorf, Roto here, and Wizard of War. The sound can be intense. It gets loud at times as you play the game, like especially when you die. High scoreboard, you see me at 61,000. That looks very much like Wizard of War to me, and Gorf probably is the same look. I can't remember. Let's jump in. A lot happens here at once, so I'm going to cover it with a pause. Let's get ready. And maze is drawn, and it's drawn. It's neat. To me, it's neat. It draws the maze, and then it quickly fills it in. And then you have this black area, which is already dug out. So you can see where to go. Also, the maze isn't that congested. It isn't that big. And you can visually see the gaps. I'm just going to call it like a noise. It looks like the programmer just created some little noise algorithm. And the noise is mostly black, or maybe 50% black here. Later levels, it's almost impossible to see anything in between your tunnels. So everywhere where it's solid blue, we can dig there. And you'll see little arrows pop up to show us. So let's just do it. I'm walking through. You see the arrow says I can go to the right. Now I can go down. I can either go left or down. Notice it's kind of red going down. I think it's trying to, I don't know if it's coaxing me to go that way. I just got the key, and as I did, the exit door opened. So a lot's happening here at once. We see some eyes floating around. Those are the spiders, and they're able to float around at ease through the parts that I haven't dug yet. I don't have to dig everything out either. I can just grab, I got the key. I got a little person that's a worker, I guess. He's going to tag along with me, and always will tag along with me and hold a smile the whole time. Now I'm going to demonstrate what happens here. You see him relentlessly grabbing me. I'm going to grab another one, and that person will tag along, and they're just happy as can be. Now I have a treasure up there that's blinking, so I want to get it. Okay, pause. What's happening? Well, I guess that's Voltan. And is that the name of the guy? Whatever. It's the little dragon dude, and it's going to drop. You tell me what this looks like. I think it looks like a skeleton. Let's see. Yeah, kind of looks like a skeleton to me. It's red too. So, okay, see the eyes floating around? Oh, bingo. Spider pops out of the tunnel I did not dig yet and has my dude. Now, what happens to my dude? Well, you'll see. He just walks around and drops him off. So, basically, I'm just digging. Whenever I've dug an area, I'm faster. I can move through it quickly, which is important because you can outrun these guys. And if you've dug out the area, you have no problem really. It's just about navigating. Or you don't want to get trapped. You can certainly get trapped. I'm going to grab my sad face dude here. I'll grab my other sad face dude here. But time out. I've got all three of them with me. That makes me very vulnerable. And there is a exit door I can jump into, but I really want to get these treasures because they're worth quite a bit of points, and that matters in this game. So I'm navigating. Now watch the spider. He's going to grab one of my guys. I could have exited. I'm not. He's going to grab one again. Oh, somehow dumped two. All right, so I'm going to maneuver around this way, get that one. And why am I doing all this? Simply because I want I want four treasures here. I've got the fourth. I've got my guy. Now I'm going to hit magic, and I'm going to demonstrate something. Watch. I can eat this dude. It gave me 500 points, and now I can exit. So I farted around quite a bit. I let the old jawbreaker come after me. And whenever he does that, I don't want to say you have to use magic. You can get out it and get away from him, but it's a good idea to just pop the button and go. My opinion, eat him, get 500 points, and move on. So a little bit of a strategy there. But if you don't fart around too long, he won't pop out. Is it a she maybe? Maybe it's a she. I can't tell from just looking at the mouth. Treasures recovered. I got 4. I got 100 apiece. My bonus total is 500 because I got one completed mission. But watch I don't know if it already showed it. I think it already showed it. Okay, I got the hostages, 3 of them. And I saved them in one trip. So my bonus total is 1,500. But the big deal is I got all 3 in one grab. You can grab just one at a time, and you might see me do that later. But I'm going to try to get 3 because this next one is worth double. And that really adds up. Okay, it's a little more complex. You can see the layout of the screen, and you can see the noise is a little tighter and a little bit less. So it's very possible to get wound up here in a bit of a mess. My strategy, meaning that I'm hitting like a wall and I can't move because I think I can go right or left, but I can't. It's going to get hard on the 3rd level for sure. Let's grab treasure first, and then a key is not a bad idea. May have to deviate from that plan. Let's see. Geez. Problem. I thought I could go left right into that treasure. And of course, while I'm playing the game, it's easy for me to lose my attention and talk, but that's no excuse, right? Let's do it. 1. Oh, that spider's aggressive. I'm gonna have to hit magic to get away from them. I need the key. Get out of there. Get this one. Get away. Move this way. He's already stolen one of my fellows. How do you like this yapping commentary I give? I'm done. I'm done. Let me give you an example of a problem, though, in this game, to me. The problem in the game to me is maneuverability here. It gets tough to maneuver. There we go. Oh, I barely got away from that. Grab a guy, grab some treasure, grab another guy. I'm down here in a loop. So you can sacrifice one of your guys and it's not the end of the world if you do that, because it kind of keeps them occupied, the spiders. And to me, that's okay. Oh, geez. Why did you do that, dude? Yeah, it got messy. This game here, Roto, I feel like I can play Robby Roto and kill it sometimes. And sometimes it's just flat out terrible. That one was a terrible play. It's time to kick butt and take names. Let's go, Robby boy. Key's close. One of my dudes. Got some jewel action. Another jewel. 2 more to go. 3. 1 more to go. Remember, these spiders can just move around however they want, as long as there's a pathway for them. Boom, got it. I need that 4th treasure. And this first maze is really easy, so all you gotta do is get close to the exit, go up, and boom, you got it. Double score next maze. This is exactly what we want. Now, as for treasures, maybe I'm get a little too hung up on treasures. Maybe what I need to do is just bang out the key and then grab some of my people. This layout's pretty good too. This one feels like it's pretty easy. All right, cool. It gave me a little hole. Got to use magic. Oh, they robbed my guys. I didn't even notice that. That sucks. See, that looks like you could go through that wall because it's solid blue. You can't. Sucks. It looks like it though. So it's tricky. I've already used my magic. Now they've stolen my dude. And now I'm dead. So sometimes it is okay to sacrifice your people, right? Just so you can get away. But dadgummit. Let's just, nope. Oh, dang it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get close. I didn't want to give him my guy. But I just did. Okay, cool. Didn't even know I could do that. So really there's no benefit now in grabbing 3. The cool thing here is you can reset these guys though. If you have to, you can dump one of these guys off and reset your guys, which is kind of nice. Okay, oh geez. Oh, I do have magic, cool. I'm just getting out of here. Now, I will get, I think, some double scoring here at the end, but ooh, that's not a very good score. After 2 levels, not a very good score. Now we get even tougher. Obviously, it's got to be tougher, right? Because it can get you in these little areas here. Cool. Can I get up and out? Yes. I can get this. Boy, I really thought I could get... Okay, cool. I can get down here. Get up here. Looks like I can get out of here. So it might be like, let's use some magic and get the heck out of here, right? Yeah, like right now. Let's do it. There we go. So I left out a jewel. Don't care. I just needed to get this thing done. So I get the double score. See, that one seemed easier than level 2, didn't it? What we want is a triple score. By the way, 3 waves, you get a bonus Roto. If you can handle the flashing that's going on in that little skit. Oh, hard to tell. Hard to tell how to move here. These guys are going to just come and eat me. All right, I got 2. Looks like he didn't take the move down there. This spider's going up, down. Oh, geez. I'm trapped. He's got one of my peoples. So there's something to, like, gosh dang. There's something to clearing out, like dig-dugging yourself around in this maze, you know, to kind of clear out some space. Because it's just so difficult to see where you can move. You're running from a guy and you think you can get out and you can't, you know. So digging a little bit is a good idea. Yeah, do you see how quickly that spider just went through there? Jeez, that is so lame. So they're gonna get me trapped here. Oh, I made it. Nope, I had that guy. All right. Quit farting around, right? Play the game. How do you even get over there? That's a tough one. What do you think? Should I just rescue one guy and get him out of there? Yeah. Reset the dudes. Yeah, this is a bad spot. You have to go... Ooh, you have to go all the way down here. Yeah, I'm just kind of digging around. Okay, you can see where the spider just came through there. Yeah. Looks like I'm kind of screwed again. Oh, look at that maneuver, huh? Not today, buddy. Of course. Yeah, of course you can just walk right through there. Yeah, take my guy and leave me alone. Did you see him? He just kind of hung out. Oh, he didn't even move the guy. Come on. Come on, you guys. Give me a hole. I'm trapped. Am I trapped? My goodness, this is ridiculous. Give me a hole. I got the teeth moving around here. I don't think I have magic left. I just want my people. Let me go. Okay, cool. I did have magic, and I got him out. So, points wise, usually here you would be over what 40,000 plus. This one's not going to be easy, dude. I'm telling you, this is going to be tough. Yeah, I'm done, just like that. So if you get all three of your guys out in a row on level 1, you get a double score on the next level. Do it again, you get a triple score on the next level. Big points by the time you get done with that one. So you want to get up there to the big point land, right? And that's how I got the 61,000. Okay, so that's Robby Roto, and you've pretty much seen all there is to the game. This game was given away for free years ago if you download MAME. It's one of those that you don't have to worry about a license for because the developer gave it away. So that's just something to mention that I think is cool, and that the rights to the game reverted back to the developer. Now, the developer's Jay Fenton, or the designer's Jay Fenton. So I don't know if Jay Fenton was able to give it away or if Nutting Associates was able to give it away. I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I'm just tickled to death that that's freely available. That's cool. But I did want you to hang on because I wanted to talk about Dave Nutting. So Dave Nutting, you can take a look at the Dave Nutting Wikipedia article here and find out some neat stuff about this guy. Now, the reason why I think it's interesting is because Pat Lawler worked for Dave Nutting Associates. As I recall in his history, seems like he was working for the company and working with bowling systems or something. But who was Dave Nutting? The guy was involved with the Army Corps of Engineers. It says he graduated from Pratt Institute. It's right there, degree in industrial design. But he worked for Army Corps of Engineers, and then he joined a design firm. It says during his time there, he was involved in these projects, working the Evinrude outboard motor stuff, some cookware, Boland's tractors. That's, think of a lawn tractor there. Studebaker, the old car manufacturer. 3M, that makes all kinds of things that we don't even know what they make. You probably think of them as making those command strips or something. Willys, for what? The Jeep Grand Wagoneer, which I don't think it was that one that you see. I think it was much older than that. And then went on to design the Instrom helicopter. So this design firm, Brooks Stevens Associates, probably some very interesting stuff to pick up from that. Dig into that history. But whenever his first taste of coin-op was with the IQ computer. This was electromechanical, and later turned into a solid-state version. Starts his own company in '74. He gets a dev kit for the Intel 4040 processor, and they take the game from Bally called Flicker and make it the first solid-state CPU-controlled pinball machine. They patent the design. Now, it says by the duo, so I assume it's Nutting Associates and Bally. They patent it. Then they go on to produce Knight Rider as their first production solid-state game. I had that one, and it ran a Bally-17, CPU. I think it has chime units. Very, very many years ago. 23 years ago, probably 24 years ago. I owned that game and restored it. Anyway, the history is just amazing about Dave Nutting and the whole company, I think. And then patent infringement lawsuit, that was because Gottlieb and Williams wanted to make a CPU-based pinball machine. So as I read it here, Bally had the patent, even though they didn't use the same stuff. Obviously, that sorted itself out. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen solid-state games, right? Except from Bally. Moving on, we see some of the video games, and there's Robby Roto that we just played, which doesn't even have a hyperlink, but also of neat pinball. A neat pinball connection is Baby Pac-Man. So I am curious about how Dave Nutting Associates was involved in Baby Pac-Man, like how much involvement, because that game uses the Dash 35. What's a 133, but it's basically the same MPU as the Dash 35. So I mean, it's like, so basically it's got one component different. Anyway, I find it interesting. And a little bit more about Dave Nutting. It says that he died, the last line you see, it says Nutting died at his home in Green Valley, Arizona, September 23rd, 2020. 3 years ago, the man dies. He's like almost 90 years old or 90 years old. Wow. So me just being enamored by people who have designed things and done great things, I think, in engineering. I just had to dig around a little bit, and there's this website called the Autopian, it looks like, and I'm assuming that their angle is toward automobiles, because this article says the man is the improbable link between the Jeep Wagoneer and the invention of arcade video games. So very neat, dude. This is an article that you should check out, I think. And a little side note there on Dave Nutting Associates. They have such an impression on both pinball and coin-operated commercial arcade games that it's worth checking out. But let's not forget where we came from. This whole thing is about Robby Roto, right? So what I want you to do, if you have time, pull this. It's easy. It's free. It's a nice way to get your toes wet into game emulation. Go get MAME. Go get Robby Roto. Play the game. Put on your helmet. Get your feet and turn them into fists and start pounding some dirt and see if you can wipe out my scores. Because if we go look at Launchbox doesn't even have high scores for Robby Roto. I think that's a crime. Question will come up, did you play this game in the arcades in the wild back in the day? And the answer is yes, I did. I thought it sucked. I thought it was stupid. I couldn't hardly stand to look at it. I'm not kidding. It was dark and scary. It sounds weird, right? I guess I was into Dig Dug. Mr. Do, which is much harder than Dig Dug in my opinion, and a lot going on like Roto. But it just seemed a little bit more happy, I guess, and inviting. This one seemed a little more dark and sinister. Kind of like Wizard of War feels a little dark and sinister too. But that's it. Go get your fist ready, get your helmet on, and pound some dirt. I'll see you later.